Uh, I think there's on my YouTube page, I have a series of interviews with one of my students. His real name is Milan, but he likes to be called Neo, and
Mm-hmm.
it's called Conversations with Neo, and each conversation is about an hour and a half long. And in the conversations, we discuss a lot of different areas of life, but all connected to the principle of energy and logic. And so
Mm.
it's about it's basically 15 or 20 hours of discussion about this basic topic. And he is very much into all of these principles. I am always the skeptic or the realist. I like to take a step back from all of these things, um, because of the difference between knowledge and belief.
Mm-hmm.
And um, belief. Well, let's start with knowledge. So knowledge is what we learn from scientific discovery, the scientific method. And you understand this very well because of your work as a nurse and working for a medical company. You have an idea and you test your idea and you see if it works, and then you test it again and again and again and again and again. And if it works again and again and again and again, you can say, this works. This is true. This is the way it is. Um, and this is the basis of knowledge. Um, we do this with anything and everything. It's how we grow. It's how we learn. And so this whole element of the world is a very visible. It's very practical. It's very tangible. We can touch it. We can feel it. We can experience it. And that's all knowledge. But um, there's something more. Well, we all know there's something more. It's the difference between the brain and the mind. Well, we all know where the brain is. It's in here. It's up here. But the mind is a different concept because the brain is something that you can touch and you can hold and you can feel. It's very scientific. But the mind, the production of thoughts and ideas, is intangible. We can't touch it. And so I think that there's a there's a lot of uh, there's a lot of space for things to exist that we don't know about. And this space is all belief. It's not knowledge, it's belief. Because you can't touch it, you can't see it. Maybe you can feel something, but you're not sure. You can't really explain it to other people. You don't know if your experience and their experience is the same. Everyone kind of defines it differently. Um, it's like you said that you have your own way, your own understanding of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all a belief system because that's not based on knowledge, but it's based on emotional sensitivity. There's nothing wrong with it. We all have it. I have it. Everybody has it. Um, but it's very, very different from if I say to you, I have a new car. You can see the car. we can drive the car. We can all experience the car. We all experience it in a very similar way. But when someone says they believe something or they feel something, it's really difficult uh, understand the power of those statements. It's like the doctors have a problem recognizing pain levels in patients because the pain is the result of feeling, and it's not the same for everybody. You know, if you have a pain scale from 0 to 10, like 10 very painful and 0 not painful at all, you know, the same experience, for some people it'll be 3 and for some people it'll be 7. And it's
Mm.
exactly the same experience. Now, from a scientific perspective, what you all you can say is that everyone is different. That's all you can say. Everyone is
Mm.
different. But from a perspective of belief, you are there are so many different uh, elements that come together as being reasons for these things to happen. What's the point? The point is the matrix energetics principles are logical, but nothing new.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter which religion you look at or which system of belief you follow. None of it is real
Mhm.
because it's all belief systems.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, if somebody asks me, "What do you believe?" I have to say, I can't answer that question because belief is not even real. Because it's nothing. It's not something you can touch.
Mm.
So the answer to the question, "What do you believe?" is maybe interesting, maybe useful for some people, uh, but still not very practical instead of in terms of solving a lot of problems.
Mm.
And this idea that you can use the energy of the universe to improve the quality of your life, I think it's a really nice idea. I think it's something we all want. But what is something that you want? What you want is something that you don't have. So your wants are really close to your beliefs
Mhm.
because they're both examples of things that you don't have that you would like to be real but are in fact not. Now the the positive side of this is that you can channel your belief into an activity which will grow your knowledge.
Mhm.
You can say, I don't know a lot about the world, and I think or I believe that traveling will help me learn and grow as a person, so I'm going to travel because it's a belief that it will help you grow as a person. And then you go and travel and you grow.
Mhm.
So your belief is the bridge between old knowledge and new knowledge.
Mhm.
And and that's the power of belief. The power of belief that it can take you from one place in your life to another place in your life. But you can't live only in the state of belief because
Of course.
belief is not yet real.
Mhm.
And we can use it as a very powerful tool, the same way that we use language or any other form of communication to transfer information. We can use it as a tool, but we don't want to be living, I think, in that state of complete belief in all things because then you lose contact with the reality around about us. We wouldn't be able to have relationships with people. We wouldn't be able to go to work. We wouldn't be able to to drive cars. And you see that
Mm.
happens to some people.
Mm.
They completely reject the physical world, or some people call the material world. Um,
Mhm.
there's a great Sting song called "Spirits in the Material World."
Mhm.
It's a song about humanity. It's a fantastic song. I
Mm-hmm.
like that title. We're spirits in the material world. And so, anyway, that's another thing. But uh, we we need the material world, the physical world, to accomplish certain goals, and we need the belief to help us have a vision of the future so that we can achieve these goals. But we can't live solely, or it's very, very difficult in the modern world. The way the world is constructed, we can't live in a permanent state of belief, because you can only do that. You can only do that if you're the Dalai Lama or something, right? If you're the Dalai Lama and someone is paying for everything for you
Mm-hmm.
to do, then you don't have to worry about anything. And if you don't have to worry about anything, then you can disconnect from reality.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't completely disconnect from reality in the way we live our lives, because we have to make plans, we have to buy food, we need baby clothes, um, all of these little things that
Yes, I
that are
explained.
necessary.
I explained this theory for myself, like belief in myself, in my opinion, my decision is the right that I am in strong for the life and for make decisions which are the best for me and uh, this way.
Mhm. Yeah, positive self-talk.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Positive self-talk, self-talk, and there are various levels of positive self-talk. You can, say things quietly to yourself, or you can be you can be the big football player or boxer saying, "I am I am the champion," or whatever. He's like, "I am number one," and this is just another form of self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of successful people use this in different ways. There's oh my God, what's that emotional therapy called? Tapping, where you you tap various pressure points in the body and repeat certain phrases.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I
another
didn't
form of
heard about.
uh, um it's it's basically like yoga,
Mm-hmm.
except you are using positive self-talk, and so positive self-talk would be, I am a positive person today. I'm going to smile when I meet people. I'm going to be really helpful. I'm going to be really creative and constructive. Positive self-talk. With yoga and tapping, you sit down in a yoga position and you are, I am a positive person. I am going
Mm-hmm.
to do good things today. I am a positive person. I'm going to do good things today. And the physical activity of touching the pressure points is a way of focusing the mind and programming the brain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for some people it works, and for some people it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I have tried it, and I just felt really silly doing it, to be honest. I was like, I didn't feel or notice any difference as a result. Maybe I was doing it wrong. I don't know. But um, it's
It's not.
recommended.
It's not the right for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we know what's right for us, and that
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't work for me. But there are big international organizations who sponsor conferences just about this type of therapy. It's a type of therapy for people. Um, so yeah, the positive self-talk is very important, because what we speak becomes real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference between the mind and the brain. because the idea of ourselves is in the mind. And the mind can think, I am a positive person. But when we speak the words, I am a positive person, what happens is we speak and we hear ourselves, and the hearing goes into the brain.
Mhm.
And so the verbalization of the thought then creates a pattern of the idea in the brain.
Mhm.
Um, and this is uh, the the power of words, the power of language, that we can create things which are in fact not real. That's why. Oh, it's word magic. It's word
Mhm.
magic. It's the power of um, words like spell to spell a word, because
Mhm.
words can change people's uh, psychology. And a lot of people want to change things in the world around about them or in their life, and what they want to change is some part of the physical world, but you can't change the physical world if you don't change the mental state.
Mhm.
So you've always got to begin, you always have to begin in the mind, working on that area, then verbalizing things
Mhm.
and making those things real. It's the classic difference between problems and opportunities. Um, so in every situation where there is a problem, positive self-talk is usually helpful. And this is not just saying positive things to yourself about yourself. It's also in how we look for answers to questions. Because the because if we're in a situation where we want to change something, we need to find the right answers, and the right answers are a result of the right questions. And to change our mental state, we have to begin to think about what is positive in our situation. We can't change anything to positive if we have a negative mentality.
Mhm.
So this, the single most important question, according to psychologists, is to ask, what am I grateful for in this situation?
Mhm.
So in any negative, whenever we are in any negative environment, or we're going through negative emotions, or we have any conflicts in our lives,
Mhm.
the very first way to go through the process of changing everything is to change the mental state. You
Mhm.
can't change the physical environment if you don't change the mental state.
Mhm.
Everything begins with the mental state. And the question that you need to ask yourself is, what am I grateful for now? What am I happy for right now? What is it? What is there in this situation that I can take from it that's really positive, despite all the other negatives? What can I take from this that's really positive?
Mhm.
And yeah, a classic example would be, I have just lost my job, or I've been fired from my job. It's a really negative situation for me, but how can I observe this in a positive way? And the positive way would be, well, now I have some time. Now I have some time to to do whatever it is that I want to do for myself. And
Mhm.
I can take this time to find a better job. Just because something is changing doesn't mean it has to be worse. It could be better. So, um, and asking that question, what am I grateful for and how is this positive, is the first step in personally changing your mental state. And this is important for people who don't have anyone else around about them who can help them, because that's the first thing that people do is they go to their friends, right? Oh my God, I got fired from my job. I need to talk to you. Let's go to a bar and have a drink or something like that, right? And so that's my experience anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And and what happens is you'll search for an experience that will change your mental state. It'll change your thinking. And
Mm.
that then spreads into your physical body and then into your physical world. Um, and and again, that's related to the energies that negativity creates more negativity, positivity
Mm.
creates more positivity.